Today's industrial operations call for a wide variety of lifting, handling and moving requirements. So a machine which can cope with as many of these different tasks as possible in a single package is bound to win itself a vital place as part of the workforce in every kind of plant or factory. Take the galvanizing business, for example. The Belgian company Limburgse Galvanising processes 18,000 tons of steel section and shelving every year. And that means a great deal of handling. First of all, the incoming material arrives by the truckload. Each truck has to be unloaded and the steel stacked in the factory yard to wait its turn for processing. Because space is at a premium, with more truckloads of stock arriving and earlier loads needing to be moved into the plant for processing, the work needs to be done as quickly as possible. But often, access to a particular stack of material may be difficult because of other consignments which have arrived since it was unloaded. And if that wasn't difficult enough, the processed steel has to be carried out of the factory and stacked ready for loading into trucks or into containers for dispatch to customers. It's a busy and challenging assignment for any machine. But if that wasn't enough, there's the maintenance work to take care of as well. Moving pieces of equipment like electric motors, cleaning the yard, and carrying out repairs to the lighting and to power supplies is all part of the day's work to the machines on which the whole operation depends for its smooth and efficient running. So it shouldn't come as any surprise that the name on the front is JCB, because this is the kind of assignment that a Loadall can take in its stride. Let's follow it through part of its daily routine to see how a reliable and well-designed machine can transform the most difficult and time-consuming jobs. It may seem difficult to imagine when watching a machine like this at work that loading one of these lorries is a chore that used to take 2 full hours. With a 2.5-ton forklift truck, it was difficult to reach parts of the load, and the driver had to maneuver the vehicle around both sides of the lorry. But the Loadall's higher capacity, and even more importantly, where containers or closed trailers are involved, its long reach, means it can now finish the job in just 15 minutes, 1/8 of the time it used to take. The Loadall's long reach gives it 2 other very powerful advantages in this kind of work. It can reach up higher when stacking the steel in the factory yard, so that increases the capacity of the storage area. And once again, it saves loading and unloading time. And when new consignments might block the way to orders which came in earlier and which need processing first, then the Loadall can reach over to retrieve specific stock quickly, accurately, and safely, thanks to its inherent stability. It's the same story right through the daily routine at this busy galvanizing plant. The Loadall can select individual items of stock and move them quickly into the factory for processing to continue without delays or interruptions. It can keep the processed stock moving out again to the storage area to avoid bottlenecks within the plant. And it can load galvanized stock into the containers for transporting to the customers, or back into trucks for smaller consignments. In all these areas, the machine works quickly, efficiently, and dependably. No wonder that the whole operation at Limburgse Galvanising has come to depend heavily on its JCB Loadall for every kind of lifting, loading, and maintenance task. And that's the only problem. Or rather, it could be the only problem. What would happen to the plant's output if the Loadall should break down? Fortunately, for the company's peace of mind, this turns out not to be a problem at all, thanks to the almost legendary toughness and reliability designed and built into every JCB ever made. And they should know, this machine isn't the first Loadall they've ever had. It's actually the 5th. All its predecessors have retired after a long and fruitful working life, except for machine number 4, which is kept as a standby machine. Even JCBs need servicing every now and again. And when the current Loadall is taken out of service for maintenance, then machine number 4 comes back into action again. The company know full well they can't afford to do without the speed and versatility of the JCB Loadall for even a single day. And the service and the reliability the auto machine gives them is enough to carry them through till their regular machine of all work is back into action again. For Limburgse Galvanising, the relationship with their JCB Loadalls has been a long and successful one. In the words of their general manager, "We realized as soon as we saw it that it was the ideal machine for the work we were doing." Now, 4 machines later, that decision proved to be the right one for the company's future.